Hello and welcome to how to use your message center for Skyward to communicate with your parents and your students. Easiest way to communicate with them and the easiest way to access your message center would be to go to your teacher access, and you can click on your gradebook, and you can really choose any class that you'd like to start with. You can. We'll get to other shortcuts here in a moment. So we're going to click on the first gradebook. And when you go to your first gradebook, you'll click on Other Access, and second one down is Message Center. So once you get to the Message Center, you'll see if you've already had some messages. This is where you can also get messages from your parents, and you'll see like where your classes are. So you have two options. You can either add messages for multiple classes or for a current class. I like using the add message for multiple classes because you can still do just one class if you like. So when you first open up this window, up on the top left, you have the first thing in the purple is your message summary. So this is the little title of your message to the parents and the students. So for this case, I'm going to type in agenda for Friday. Next, we're going to do the message detail. This is where you could actually put in your entire agenda for the teachers and the students to view. So I'm going to say no homework for this weekend, ! Because they're all excited, including yourself. Now after that, you want to go down to the posting options. It's going to give you a post date, and that's going to be whatever the current date it is. You can change it by, if you want to do a post date for all of next week, you could click on the different days and set up all your messages at one time, so you don't have to do it 5 days a week. The calendar will automatically post to the family access and the student access. So this is just a default setting that has already been set up. The most important part is you want to make sure that you actually post to your calendar. So you need to click this box because it will not be clicked. Now it's going to place on the calendar date of the current day that you actually make the assignment. So you can always change this by clicking on the button next to the date. Now, what you want to do in the text box is you only have 12 characters of space. So when you type in, this is where you want to type in whatever class you have. So you want to make sure that you're explicit, as in like Math 6, not just math. You may want to try U.S. history, and then something also like English, I wish I could spell. English 9 would be another one you might want to plug in. Now, if I have a class like interactive media, I'm not going to be able to fit all of that in there. So what I might have to do is just abbreviate and give it something like IM2. Let the students know and let the parents know what you're going to choose. Now, let's make this back to a Math 6. Okay, you also have the option of sending as an email. Some parents like emails better than actually getting the messages here. You'd want to put your own email from in that box here at the end. And so that's just an option, but as you go through, it may make more sense to you as you go through the year and see what the parents want. So now, down here towards the bottom, you can choose which classes you want to send your messages to. You could post to all classes, which would post to every single class, including your second semester classes, because they're in here. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, so I would not check that. But you may want to choose what different classes that you may have at the same time. So I'm going to clear all of these check marks. And I'm going to just click on my first, second, and third periods. If you scroll down, you'll see that you have the other classes, but I only want to choose those three. So as with everything in Skyward, after you get to a certain point, you want to make sure that you go back up to the top, and you're going to want to click on the Save button. However, you can always attach something as well. So say that you had an assignment that was a worksheet or a pamphlet, you can attach it using the Attach button. So once you after you attach something, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to make sure that you hit the Save button. Don't click on the back button or click on the red X. Don't ever click on the red X. You want to make sure you hit the Save button. So you're going to get an updated message in your class messages button, and it will say 8/21/15. Here we go, a little refresher, and my messages should pop up. Well, it's taking forever. We'll see what happens here. Now, if you want to see what your students and what your parents will want to see, you can go back to your gradebook. I chose periods 1, 2, and 3, so I'm going to go to gradebook 1. And you don't click on the name, but you want to click on the silhouette next to it. So we're going to go to Elijah Brown's. You see all the stuff on the left, but down below it, you'll see Family Access Display and Student Access Display. So you can actually click on these options, and you can see what the students and the family, what the parents are going to see. So I'm going to click on the student calendar. And this is going to pull up Elijah's calendar. So if I bring that over, you'll see on Friday, we have something called Math 6. That is in blue. Anything that's in green are your assignments. So if you click on that, you can see your agenda for Friday. It says no homework for this weekend. So that's fantastic. So you can get out of there. You can check on the family access display. So you can check on the calendar for the families. Here it says Math 6. Get a quick little short thing here. I can click on the X, and there are your messages. So I hope this helped you out with how to check on how to send messages to the parents. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me or call me. My extension 2886, and I'll be happy to help you out as soon as possible. Thanks. Have a great day.